The big news in the NBA is that Damian Lillard is officially a member of the Milwaukee Bucks, meaning that Dame and the Greek Freak are not only teammates, but they're the title favorites to win the championship. Now, any casual NBA fan can assume that these two playing together will be a force to be reckoned with. But in this video, we're going to take a deeper and more detailed look as to why this pairing is a match made in heaven and officially the best duo in the NBA. Now let's start with the obvious. The Bucks were able to turn Jrue Holiday and Grayson Allen into Damian Lillard, meaning the Bucks now have two players who have proven they are currently able to average over 30 points per game throughout an entire NBA season. No other duo in the NBA can say this. Now, most people would think that putting two 30-point scorers on the same team would hinder their games, but for Dame and Giannis, it's actually quite the opposite. Their games are perfect matches for each other. The most glaring change you're going to see with the Bucks this year is the improved spacing now that Damian Lillard is on the team. The key to beating Giannis has always been to pack the paint, make him see bodies, and force others to take jumpers. And the one person that teams have always been able to help off of has been Jrue Holiday. So much that the Bucks try to counter this by hiding him in the dunker spot, but all this does is clog the paint even more and create more confusion for Giannis. Take a look at this play here, for example. The Bucks are able to get a mismatch with Giannis wide open in the middle of the lane, but Jimmy Butler is guarding Jrue Holiday and knows he can help, allowing him to rotate early, get a deflection, and force the turnover. Now let's look at this play again, but this time I want you to imagine that that's Dame standing on the wing. This is the major dilemma that every NBA team now has to face. Do you leave Dame and give him a wide open three, or do you just let Giannis get a dunk? This is the chess match that the Bucks are now able to play on every single possession. Another way that Dame instantly adds space is with the high pick and roll ball screen. Dame is the #1 pick and roll scorer in the NBA, and that's primarily due to his shooting range. You have to guard him at half court because he's proven time and time again that as soon as he crosses half court, he's well within shooting range. This forces the defense to spread out, and now the bigs have to make a decision. Do you stay in the paint to stop the roll, or do you leave the paint to stop Dame from shooting a wide open three? Now I want you to look at this play and imagine that this is Giannis Antetokounmpo catching the ball with nobody in front of him. There are going to be a ton of ridiculous highlights this year. Now, the last thing that I want to speak on offensively is the way that Dame can help Giannis in transition. One of the scariest things for any defense is to see Giannis with the ball moving full speed going straight to the basket. He's as close to unstoppable as you can get. The only way to really slow him down is to have your entire team pack the paint and force him to kick it out. This is where Dame comes back into play, because in transition he's constantly looking for his shot, forcing the defense to spread out and find him. This once again causes that same dilemma. Do you find Dame in transition and stop a three, or do you leave Giannis open to get a dunk? I think there's truly no answer to the problems that these two will present, and I can't wait to see how this story unfolds.